Production Center, and please do tell us about the steps in making this film, El Gran Milagro.
Yes, the first step is